Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Xanthus Gaming, and we're going to play a new game called Super Auto Balls. We're going live in just a second here, but this game is so new there is not even an entry for it on Twitch. So we're just going to stream this under Super Auto Pets and see how it goes. Live with new Auto Battler stream. It seems fun. Come hang out for a bit. So I played 5 games of this. And it's really interesting. Like, really legit interesting. It's got a lot of depth, a lot of possibility, and it's actually pretty hard. So, you know, definitely worth the look. It's really legit interesting. All right. Let's go ahead and start off. Let's turn on the sound. There it is. Doesn't sound too loud. I think that's fine. Maybe. All right, let's go and play. Dragon Ball Zan is my username because reasons. We're playing with balls and I'm Zan and Dragon Ball Z and it's a pun. It's funny. Laugh at it. Dang it. All right, let's go. So this is a crystal ball. Sell it to give 1 attack power to an ally ball. This ball, if it lives, it gets 3 gold. And this ball heals whenever whenever friendly balls bounce into its like aura range. So this has actually been a staple of some of the builds I've been running. I'd be interested to see if we can get like an 8-ball build going. Let's go ahead and try that. We'll buy the 8-ball, we'll buy the crystal ball, sell the crystal ball to buff the 8-ball, and then I think I'm actually gonna roll and hold off on buying the healing ball. We're gonna take a loss or 2 early so we can buff up our 8-ball. Okay. And we'll freeze the healer because we're gonna want that. This item actually does like nothing. I don't know, we can throw it on just because it's cute, but Snowball is very, very good. I usually make it a staple of my builds, but I'm gonna try a game without Snowball, so we'll see how it goes. So basically the concept is your balls rotate clockwise, the enemy's balls rotate counterclockwise, and they just, whenever they run into each other, they do damage. Different balls have different effects. You can pause the game. It's asynchronous battle, which means you're not actually fighting in real time against people. It's just like Super Auto Pets. You put together a team, you battle against someone else who's put together a team, but they may or may not be in front of their computer at that particular time. So this team that we got right now, this crystal ball, is really just here to be sold next round to buff up our 8-ball. Our team is very weak. He actually has a real team. His martyr, when it dies, it gives +1/1 to random friend. And he's got this thing that he'll sell for an extra coin next round, and then this thing that gives him extra coin next round. Actually, we both look like we're running kind of economy build, so it could be okay. We might actually come out of this. Oh, our 8-ball died. There goes our economy. We'll probably draw on this though. Yeah, it looks like actually he might win. The faster your ball is going when it impacts, it can get bonus damage. So there's a chance we could draw, or there's a chance we could lose here. Because he actually has more health than we can do damage unless we hit it at a high speed. Okay, he won. I haven't actually seen that work yet, but that's what the instructions for the game say. Rain is coming. Let's go and make this full screen, shall we? Sure, we can allow profane names. All right, so we are definitely selling our crystal ball to buff up our 8-ball. We're gonna buy Polisher to give our 8-ball some more health. Then we're gonna buy another crystal ball and sell it to buff up our 8-ball. And then we're gonna buy 2 healing balls to try to keep our 8-ball alive. We're all in on the 8-ball. Healing balls. All in on the 8-ball. Sorry about that. Alright, so it looks like they got a martyr, a zombie, summons a skeleton when it dies, some economy, and the 8-ball is economy as well. So really they just have the zombie. Looks like we are going to come out ahead on this one. Or he gets really lucky and we tie, it looks like. No, we should still win when they eventually run into each other. There we go. Right on. There's our first win of this run. Alright, so we got a couple martyrs. We could martyr up for the 8-ball and stuff. Got a snowball, a splitter. None of these things are really tickling my fancy here. I'll grab the splitter just so we have a little extra front line. And let's go ahead and just do a roll, see what we get. We get another healer, so let's combine those to make a 2-star. Pull another one into the mix. I don't mind the idea of like a martyr to buff up our team, or like a zombie. If nothing else, just temporarily. But I kind of want to get... Well, let's do martyr for now, and we're going to roll and look for a good item to freeze. That's a pretty good freeze right there, actually. It's a lot of things we need. Like, a lot of things that we need. Alright, cool. We could buy that and sell it right away. Nah, we don't have that. Well, we'll see. We'll see what we have for gold. We may or may not use that crystal ball there. See if our 8-ball is able to survive. Alright, this guy's got a snowball. This is a really interesting one. It grows in size every 10 seconds. Or over 10 seconds. It slowly gains 3 health. It can do that up to 5 times, I think. Wait, slowly gaining mass and 3 extra health over 10 seconds. Oh, okay, so it gains 3 health total, not 3 health per second. Gotcha. As you start this up, it gets more and more health, and it can be pretty beastly. Splinter, when it dies, it shoots damage at an enemy, and then he has just some extra economy. We should win this. Nice. 6 wins to go. All right. So we want to combine these 2 healers to make a 2-star healer, then those to make a 3-star healer. Let's go ahead and grab... I kind of want to pass on the crystal ball, but we're going to do it anyway. Our crystal ball, see who gets the buff. Okay, our martyr got the buff. That's kind of like the worst thing that could have happened, but it's fine. We could buy another crystal ball, sell it. Martyr got it again. Wow. All right. Well, let's just make our martyr tougher then, I guess. That's fine, I suppose. Let's put the martyr up front. We'll do like a triangle formation here. And we'll throw the 8-ball just a little further back so he's less likely to get destroyed early. We'll see how this goes. Okay. Wow, we got, we got destroyed, turns out. I didn't even look at what they were running, but it looks like they were really strong. All right, what's this? Number 2, consolation prize, tier 2, give a ball +2/+2. Only available if you lost the last round. Wow, okay. Okay, game. Throwing shade at me, I see. We'll take it. All right. Throw both of those on, and let's just make our 8-ball stronger. Anything we want to save for next round? Ninja throwing a homing thing at the lowest health. That's pretty cool. Split deals damage on death. We could level up our split, but I think that gets traded out. I don't think we keep that in. The ninja's interesting. Especially if you level it up, it's going to be probably a 2 damage, 2 damage, and then 2 3 damage. That could be pretty good. But I don't think it's quite good enough. I'll definitely lock the free star, Cloud in a Jar. Definitely lock the 8-ball because that'll give us a 2-star 8-ball. I think that's probably good, but let's go and lock the magnet as well because we'll probably throw the magnet onto the martyr. Let's see how this one goes. Okay, so this guy's got a crusher, so whenever it deals damage, it gains attack power. So he could be a little bit of a problem. He also has a spiker. When he gets hit, he shoots 3 random spikes that deal damage. That's actually extremely strong. It's like a way better version of what our thing is. Decent martyrs, and then a snowball. That's a 6/7, gains 4 health over 10 seconds, so it's going to be a 6/11. Yeah, we lose this one really hard. Let's just go and watch the decimation. Oof. I have an 8, 10, 6, 9, and 2, 1. We might be able to get a draw if we get lucky on the hits. If we can take out the green before we fight the snowball. Oh, okay, we're fine. Did we actually win this? Huh. I thought we lost there. All right, cool. It was not even close. I wasn't worried about it. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, let's go ahead and level up our 8-ball and then turn our 8-ball into a 3-star. And then we're going to throw magnet on the martyr. I guess I could level up the splitter, but I really do think we're going to replace it. Let's skip doing that. We could level up. So this is Ninja, and this guy's a medic. He throws like little health packs on the ground that you guys can roll over to heal themselves, but they don't seek them out. They just have to randomly cross them, so it's not quite as strong as it sounds. I do like the idea of just making our 8-ball hella strong. I don't think that's a bad idea. On the other hand, just a free star on like a martyr or healer seems really good as well. I think just a free star on the martyr is probably the way to go here. We'll lock, we'll refresh, we'll see if we get anything spicy. We got a grenade that is super spicy. Super spicy. These leech guys could be pretty good too. I haven't actually tried them yet. And we got crushers in here. Oh my gosh. This is a strong roll. I think we're actually gonna try out the leechers for once. And then we might just explode on death, dealing its damage in a radius. Health resets to 0 on level up. Travel in the opposite direction around the arena and magnetize towards enemy. So we magnetize a grenade, or we magnetize a leech. And we put them both in and we magnetize the leech, I think. That sounds pretty good. Or we could just have the leech travel with the healer and magnetize the grenade. Actually, that's probably the best way to go. That's for next round. This round, we just gotta try to survive. We're at 3 wins. We have 2 losses left. Wow, that's a grenade right up in our face at the beginning. That's a little spooky. And what else do they have? Spiker, so takes damage, does projectile damage. Crusher takes damage, gains power. A 8-ball that's going to steal the equipment off one of my guys to start. Well, joke's on him. I don't have any equipment. I don't have any equipment, my dude. All right. And a snowball. Oh, God, that grenade just exploded my entire team. Yeah, we lose this one pretty heartily, it looks like. Fairly close, actually. We're definitely going to take lethal damage, but we might be able to tie. Oh, nope, we got unlucky. I didn't realize he had a summon on his snowball. Okay, that's fine. If we lose, we lose. All right, let's do that. We're gonna sell that. We're gonna bring the grenade into the mix. Probably do the magnetizing thing on it, because that sounds kind of fun. Okay. And then we're gonna bring in the leech. In combo with Martyr and Heal. And then we just hope that's enough. I guess we roll and see if we can find something to add on next round. Not really. 3-star healer, I guess. What's that do? Buffer? Closest ball for attack damage at the beginning. That's pretty spicy. We can make a 2-star drain if we live to next turn. Or a 3-star drain if we live to next turn. Wait, no, 2-star. We'll see how it goes. It's my first time using both drain and grenade, so hopefully they don't disappoint. Oh no, there's a snowball right there. Let's get eat up. Oh, okay, well, we just destroyed a snowball straight off the bat. 312. Yeah, we should easily win this. Let's go and speed it up. All right. Yeah, the grenade was clutch. Just destroyed a snowball before it could even start rolling. All right. So let's go and level up our healer. Let's go ahead and level up our drain twice. Beautiful. And then I think actually giving the drain a polish could be good. Drain becomes like a secondary healer almost. Let's go and restock, see what we find. All right, we got sniper. We got another grenade. We got a higher star grenade. So we could sell the existing one, just replace it. That's fine. And then, you know, honestly, throwing these guns on the grenade so he can like pop something potentially before he explodes could be interesting. Or giving him a free hit before he explodes. Maybe. I think the free hit is pretty solid. I also think like breaks after 2 punches. Oh, that's a bummer. I think that's worth saving. Oh god, that's amazing. Overcharger is amazing. Who would be best for the overcharger? Probably our leecher, right? There's another grenade as well. A random 2-star 8-ball. If we sell, we might be able to get, I know you can get up to 4 stars now because I saw that in my last game. It kind of surprised me. If we could get like a 4-star or something, that'd be pretty crazy. I think we're good. Should be able to survive another round. 4 wins is the most I've gotten. I've only played 5 games, but 4 wins is the most I've gotten. See how this goes. Okay. And we're fine. Wonderful. It's pretty spicy. Okay. We could put the overcharger on the 8-ball. I kind of like the idea of putting something on the 8-ball that just absorbs damage though. Let's go ahead and level up our grenade. So now when it blows up, Dealing its attack damage in a radius. Okay, cool. So yeah, actually, if we could just buff that thing's attack damage to make it like super crazy strong, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I actually kind of dig the idea of just throwing that on the 8-ball or that on the leech. I think it goes on the 8-ball, to be honest. So when things get closer, it just zaps them. And we could give that a summon when it dies, I guess. Sure, why not? Why not? Save that because we can 3-star our martyr next turn, I guess. That's pretty spicy. More attack damage for a grenade is amazing. Necromancer's spooky as heck. I think we're in a pretty decent position here. Oh, you know what? I think that this had the going the opposite direction thing on it, right? So actually throwing that skeleton on there was a bad move. So now, because it no longer goes the opposite direction. Whoops. It still works out okay, I guess. Wait, my 8-ball's just like chilling out over here. Look at that. What the heck was it doing? Is it just stuck in place? Oh, the guy must have had the equipment item that sticks you in place. Oh, that's a bummer. Okay, we're gonna try again. Yeah, so 5 wins. We got up to 5 wins that time, so that's good. Unlockables I've gotten so far. I played 5 games. Well, now I played 6. I got win 3 games in a row. I won 4 in a row. I reached round 12. And I think that's all I've unlocked so far. See if we can get another achievement this time. Let's see if we can target one. Have a ball with at least 15-15? Sure, so we'll just build a really big ball. $20 gold at once. We almost got there. Yeah, okay, so let's just go for a big ball this game. Let's just have some big balls. Okay. Start off with zombies. I like the 8-ball a lot more than I thought I would. We'll save the 8-ball because we're probably going to make that the big thing. Wonderful. Very good. It's a good start. It's a really good start, actually. He's got 2 healing balls. Wait, my zombie guy didn't summon a zombie unit. Did you guys see that? He didn't actually summon a zombie ball. Am I misreading that? On death, summon a 1/1 skeleton. Yeah, he didn't do that. Okay, well. Let's just go 8-ball crazy, shall we? We'll probably sell both of those, honestly. Sells for 1 gold per round while it was in your squad. Oh, interesting. So it's like a bank. That could be pretty cool. Save it till late game, sell it, get a bunch of gold, and just roll and power spike. It's like the mercenary of this game. I dig it. We're gonna watch the zombie ball this time and see if he actually summons a zombie, because I don't think he did last time. Okay, he did. He just got killed really quickly. It doesn't look like it spawns a new one. It just changed the skin effect. Okay. That's cool. Oh, we lose this hard. Okay. So not as strong of a start as I had thought it was. we're gonna turn this around. We're gonna turn it around right now. I think I get rid of the zombie. I don't think it's doing me a whole lot of good. Alright, we'll see how this goes. I think I just combine it straight away. We're gonna lose this round, but hoping we're strong enough that we can stabilize next round. Okay, we got someone who's trying to play a long-term game as well here, so maybe we'll be okay. How much attack power does his? Has 3. Okay, good. I was lucky. Easy. It wasn't luck, it was pure skill. Pure skill, baby. Alright, that's what I'm looking for. That's some good units. Alright. Alright, good. Lock that. Lock that. Extra damage to nearest ally, huh? Let's get his health. Okay. Good. So we'll have a spiker and a crusher and a grenade all in the mix next round. That should be very, very, very strong. So let's start with that. Roll you back there and you up here. And let's go. Okay. We should win this. Maybe. Maybe not. He didn't really get any area of effect damage there like I'd hoped. It's a tie. That's fine. I do wish it kind of showed you the numbers as they're rolling and didn't like make them disappear. I wish there was an option to always display numbers. Okay, cool. Cool. This is fine, actually. Because we're going to combine that. And we're going to bring in an 8-ball. And another 8-ball. We're going to combine the 8-balls. Oh, I should have upped the star level of it first. That's fine. I guess we save the crushers for next round. And we just up the star level of that. Somehow I thought it increased the damage that it had. Interesting. Alright, let's do this then. I made a mistake there, I feel. But it looks like we weren't punished too hard for it, so that's good. Alright, well, we might win this round, we might lose this round. We'll see. I apparently combined things a little bit wrong there. That's really scary. So this ninja is going to snipe us right away. This splitter, when he dies, is going to shoot damage at us. This guy's just going to drain. Martyr will buff someone. We'll see how this goes. This could go either way. Really bad grenade shot. Our grenade is turning out to be a little bit of a disappointment. And we got destroyed. One loss left. Wah, wah, wah. Alright. Grenade, you need to do better than what you're doing right now, sir. Okay. That's pretty solid. Let's do this. We'll do that kind of formation. It's the wrong star level for the grenade. We can't plop it on top. The snowball we can, though. Oh, we can only do it with one of them. Okay. We could do the opposite movement for the grenade. Throw that on him. Have him swing around the backside. That actually worked really well when we tried that before. So if we live through this round, we'll try that. We should be a lot stronger if we live. Grenade did work. Grenade did super work. However, unfortunately, his snowball is very large and basically means we die. Unfortunate. Excuse me. Pardon me. Okay, well, that was not as successful as our last run, but I have faith. We're going to turn it around on the next one. Should we do an let's do an investment run. Sure. Polish is really good. Gotta polish those balls. We're fighting Alan the Enraged. Oh, that's bad. Oh, we tied it, though. Heat-seeking death missiles. Let's go. I am still in there. That is accurate. That is accurate. Okay. Let's go in on the heat-seeking death missiles. Let's go in on the heat-seeking death missiles. Really lean into that hard. Let's lean into that as hard as we can. All right. Hopefully just our on-death death rattle effects here are enough to carry us through. We're fighting Sniper Elite. Yikes. This guy's an elite sniper. I don't know if you know that or not. Oh no! Oh! Okay, okay. I might have been underestimating the split boys. I might have been underestimating the split boys. It is helping us hang on when I don't think we have any right to be doing so, so... It's a lot more impressive than I thought it would be. We'll just say that. Okay. The problem here is I don't really have a unit that I want to invest in, per se. So... I need to get like a snowball in and start buffing it up. I can't buy it though, because... Yeah. I could do this, but then that's going to take away some freedom for some combining that I want to do later. Well, we're just going to do it. Alright, that's fine. We're gonna wait to sell this for a little bit longer still. There's another snowball for us for next turn. And another splitter. Nice. Alright, excellent. We of course want those bad boys up front. You guys can come down below. Sure. Something like that. Okay, that worked out pretty well. I think we're gonna be fine here. That guy's a 2-1. What the heck? How? I'm so confused. He was a 2-1. How did he not take any damage on any of that? I'm actually like legit confused there. I don't really understand how that happened, but whatever. Okay. Fire snowball, and then we're just gonna buff our snowball. And I really like the grenades, honestly. It's time. I think it's time. Let's cash in. I'm a big fan of the grenades. Okay. There's another grenade. There's another star. I think it's pretty good. All right, we got suicide bombs up front, party in the back. Nice, nice. Nice. All right. Yeah, we just gotta get enough health on our snowball that all of our suicide bombers just kill their team and snowball survives. That's the idea. Our grenade is definitely the person who gets the ball sharpener. Great. We can't put in another grenade though, unfortunately, because it won't let us combine them. So we're gonna do something a little bit funky. We're gonna sell the Powerball, and we're just gonna throw another grenade anyway, and say forget the Powerball, restock. We might throw a summon a zombie on death onto the grenade, because I mean, why not? Sounds kind of fun. We have extra gold. Whoops. Oh, great. That's good. That's actually very good. Very, very good. Awesome. Glad we didn't accidentally roll there. So we got a level for our grenade, our snowball, our grenade and our snowball next turn, plus a buff for our snowball. Oh, that's gonna hurt. I think the grenades might need to go behind the splitters, actually, instead of in front. That way they don't get absorbed by a random just sacrificial lamb. Yeah, I think the splitters go in front and the grenades follow closely behind. I'll buy the next grenade and put it in next round. We're just gonna work on continuing to level up those grenades. We need to get more splitters too. But we need at least a 1-star to combine up into 2-star. So unfortunately not yet. Pretty soon though, they're gonna start spawning as 1-stars, and then we're gonna be fine. We'll go unlock that. Again, we could do the grenades rotating the opposite direction. That could be okay. All right. We so far haven't lost too much life. We're doing okay. We are down 1 ball this particular round because I combined incorrectly by accident. But I think we'll be fine. We're battling you. Doubt it. Okay, looking bad. I was gonna say looking good, and then it turned very ugly very quickly. Okay. Not quite sure what happened there, but it didn't go well, so whatever. Everything's fine. There's a 3-star snowball. Another grenade into the mix. We can go and make this grenade travel in retrograde. That's fine. And yeah, it's fine. We can sacrifice the two cost grenade at the very beginning. I think that's fine. What else we got? There's a 1-star splitter. That's what we need. And a 2-star splitter. Oh my gosh. Okay. And a 2-star snow. Wait. Okay, so we can make a 2-star snowball. Then we can make a 2-star splitter, 3-star splitter, 3-2, and then we just have to get another 2, and we can make a 4-star splitter. I don't think I have the room to put in this next snowball. But I kind of want to get rid of the extra grenade and put in another snowball instead. But I feel like I should save it because we could up the grenade even further. And electric on the snowball is extremely good. So we're going to save that. Okay. Hopefully we don't actually just straight up die right here. We live to see another round. We'll see. We'll see. That doesn't look good. That looks really scary. I don't even know what half those things do. Pickleball. On buy, replace the shop's inventory with pickles. Okay, I don't know what pickles do, but... He's got a 4-star splitter, so when it dies, it does 6 homing spikes. Jesus, okay. He's got a 2-star spiker that does 4 spikes when it gets damaged, and a powerball. Okay. Yeah, he's very strong. We actually managed to tie him somehow. Not quite sure how that happened, but it did. And I'm happy. Because that could have been very bad. Very, very bad. This round is going to be very big for us, though. So. Wait, what? Wrong type. Splitter? Splitter. Wrong type. It says the same thing. Splitter tier 2. Splitter. Oh, it's not tier 2. Shoots 3 homing spikes that deal 1 damage each. On death, summons 3 1/2 split balls. Oh, this is Splinter. This is Splitter. Whoops. This is also Splinter. Whoopsie. Not the same thing. Okay. I can read. Well, it's not as good of a turn as I thought it would be. Okay, well, that's fine. We're going to give the snowball that. And we're going to give the snowball that. And let's go and just roll then, I guess. I kind of want to freeze that, though. That is Splinter. Okay. Five homing spikes. 3 homing spikes. Okay. That is Splinter as well, and that's a 2-star Splinter that we can use to replace our 1-star Splinter next round. Sounds good. And what is this? Hyper Driver. If you play with at least 5 unspent coins permanently in game +2/+2. Whoa! Hello. We want to continue to live, because if that goes on our snowball can just get massive. Like, actually massive. That's amazing. That is broken. That's what that is. Okay. Looking good. Looking good. This is the Protect the Snowball comp. Right, no longer zaps people, but geez, that's scary. All right, let's go and get rid of that guy. I'm tempted to get rid of the other grenade, to be honest. What do these sappers do? Break the equipment of 2 random enemies. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. We're just gonna keep that snowball frozen, probably perpetually, to be honest. Just kidding. There's a 4-star. So we'll put it in next round, basically. We're gonna get a 4-star snowball next round. I should have probably left them as 2 separate units that turn, but I got excited. Okay. We don't need that anymore. We got a 4-star. I mean, we could just put it in anyway, though. I mean, we're not gonna have enough gold for all that, but we'll save it anyway. Okay. We're pretty strong. I think. This guy's way stronger. Holy cow. Oh, we're definitely gonna lose this one. Yeah, that's okay. Speed it up. We don't need to dwell on the loss. That guy was spooky. Okay, we were down a ball there. We got a Death Star. When an ally shoots a damaging projectile, 20% chance to shoot me. What? Yes. I may need to think about that. I should have thought about that. Fuck. Oh, okay. It's fine. We're gonna sell the grenade. The reason I should have thought about that is I have to do this combo. Shit. I bought the wrong thing twice there. Oh my god. I was supposed to buy the star to put on it. Oh, mistakes. Mistakes were made. Alright, it is whatever. It's fine. Shoot. Okay, so we're gonna level that up, make a 4-star snowball, and then what? What's the other ball that goes in there? When ally dies, gain a % of its attack damage. That's pretty solid. But no, Spiker. It's definitely Spikers. Because that'll synergize with the Death Star. If we can live long enough to get this online, it is going to be freaking awesome. We just got to live one more turn. If we can live one more turn, this is going to be spooky. We are not going to live one more turn. It's unfortunate. Oh, we lived one more turn. Yes. All right. It's going to be spooky. Watch this. Hold my beer. I don't have a beer. I wish I had a beer. Hold my imaginary beer that I wish I had. All right. So we're going to up the star level of that snowball. We're going to combine the snowballs together to make a massive snowball that, as it rolls, gains 6 health over 10 seconds. And every time it survives a round, it gains +2 permanently. Oh, wait, no, it's every time we end with 5 gold. Whoops. Okay, I've been doing this wrong. It's fine. Do I even want to put in another unit then? I mean, yeah, I kind of have to. Otherwise, I'm going to be too weak. That's okay. We're going to not spend so aggressively starting next round then. Okay. So the Splinter will be in there to start in case there's a suicide grenade. And then the rest of the stuff will kind of come into play. I think that's probably the correct formation. So this grenade is going to go counterclockwise. Everything else will go clockwise. Splinter sucks up any grenade damage. Then Spiker continues to hit and nail things out while Death Star continues to shoot and Snowball grows in size. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I don't think we need another Splinter anymore because we got that leveled up. Let's see what we get here. I think The reduced damage on the Death Star makes sense. And I think, honestly, these guns kind of make sense on the Splinter. Just pumping out extra damage. We get 10 round a turn, though, and we can only spend down to 5. So we probably won't even play that, to be honest. All right, let's go and roll through this. Okay, so he's got a sniper that shoots for 4 damage. That's actually kind of gonna hurt. He's got a spiker, another sniper, and a ninja, and a sapper. Oof, okay. A lot of things blew up all at once, but we lose, unfortunately. Well, that was a cool run, but we did not ultimately pull off the W. But I've got some interesting ideas for future runs with projectile-based builds. Definitely a lot of potential in that sort of thing, it feels like. I think I maybe overvalued the grenade a little bit. The grenade definitely seemed good, and there were times where it was absolutely bonkers, and other times where it was like, whatever kind of thing. I think Martyr's just a good early unit. And just getting the economy of Power Ball or 8 Ball are both good. We'll just grab 8 Ball. That's fine. A little Martyr action going on could help the 8 Ball survive to give us a quick economy boost at the beginning here. We'll see. Right, the Martyr ended up just zipping by everybody and being the last to die. That's not how you're supposed to do things, Martyr. Okay, that's fine. Alright, there's a couple of the splinters. Let's go ahead and level that up. And we'll grab a couple splinters. And let's just roll. There's another 8 Ball that we can throw in. That's cool. I dig it. Martyr can go in the front with the Splinter boys. And he's just gaining value as we go. Eventually we're gonna have a super coin to cash in and just go ham. We're gonna save this longer than we did last time. I think that was a mistake last time, cashing it so early. We're gonna wait till we start getting the powerful items and then just sell it and go absolutely ham. They just missed everything. What? Okay. And my Martyr again is the last to die. What is happening? Alright, let's change this formation because it's clearly not doing anything. Let's do something like that. The Martyr has to be the first to die is the thing. Let's give things a little bit more time to enter the choke point before the Martyr goes in. The 8 Ball should not be the first to die ever. There's 2 healers. I think we're really going the healing route. Martyr has not really done much for me, to be honest. So just throw another 8 Ball in. Freeze that one, we'll make two 8 Balls next turn, then combine into a 3-star 8 Ball. Or a 2-star 8 Ball. Yeah, the Martyrs really haven't done much of anything for me, to be honest, so whatever. His yet to die. He's died last every round. It's just literally a 1-2 just doing nothing. At least the splinters, when they die, fire off the heat-seeking missiles. Alright, at least one of the 8 balls needs to live here. I mean, I'd prefer for them both to. Neither one of them is going to. Okay. There's a spicy ball he's got going there. Healer doesn't heal itself, does it? No, it doesn't appear to. Yeah, because it's still at 6. 4-6. Yeah, because if the healer healed itself, it'd be crazy. There we go. Okay. This may be the world's shortest run. Yikes. That's a big yikes. Alright, let's grab our 8 ball, combine the 8 balls, and let's go ahead and consolation price the 8 ball. And let's start up the 8 ball. And then we'll grab the spiker if we live. Actually, since we're on 1 health now, we have to cash in the coin token. So let's grab a spiker. And then we can buy the crystal ball and sell it for a buff on the spiker. Good, that was best case scenario. And then we're just gonna grab the healer, honestly. And throw those guys in front and just make a little penis here. What could go wrong? All right, here we go. Kumdor Deku. Okay. Okay. So Spiker's projectiles are not heat-seeking, I'm seeing. It's good to know. Because if they were, they'd be amazing. But not being heat-seeking, they're just kind of okay. So that's good to know. Oops. That said, okay, that's good. Our 8 ball gave us lots of gold that time because we have a 3-star 8 ball. It's giving us 6 gold if it survives the battle, which we do want it to survive the battle, so we'll continue to buff it. I think we combine that. Yeah, we got a big power spike there. We could steal someone's equipment at the beginning of battle. And then throw in a medic. I guess. I don't know. That formation seemed to work okay. So we'll stick with it. Alrighty. We're on our last life, so hopefully it works out. We did get a lot of power there. This guy looks very strong, though. What are these? Buffers. Enter battle, give the closest ally +4, so they're just both could be 7/6s. It's actually kind of scary. Yep. I'm not sure how this one goes. Okay, projectiles win. Cool. 6 more wins to go. Okay. Okay. So we can do that. Unfortunately, board's full, so we can't buy more here. Continue buffing that up. We can't buy this because it's the wrong level to combine on top of. Traveling the opposite direction doesn't really help us on this particular round. This certainly does. And this also does. Who do we give the extra attack damage to? I mean, I guess it just goes on the 8-ball, maybe? The 8-ball just has the most health, so I think that makes sense. Definitely freezing both of those. Two buffers, huh? Are the buffers stronger than the medic? The buffers might be stronger than the medic. We can make that an 11-12 at the beginning of a fight. No, I kind of like what we got going on. Here we go. We're battling Alactus. Got a Splitter, Martyr, Drain, Snowball, and Economy. We should win this pretty good. The Drain is the only thing that worries me, but I think we're fine. Yeah, we're good. I don't know that the medic's really providing us a ton of value, so that's probably something that gets replaced later, but... Let's do a free level up on the Splinter. Get a quick 3-star Splinter. I dig that. And we're just going to continue just buffing up that 8-ball because it's kind of our bread and butter this game. I feel like we're going to need to replace the medic with something stronger. Hyperdrive gains a permanent bonus if we have excess gold at the end. I dig that. In fact, we're going to end this round early just to give him that 2-2 buff. It's well worth it. Now we got to decide which unit we want to replace the medic with. Sapper breaking equipment is strong. Turret shooting things is strong. I wouldn't mind just throwing in the Sapper for now. Maybe. Ninja Star is not great. A Sniper. So that counters snowballs pretty well, but you gotta rely on the sniper staying alive. I like the idea of just breaking people's armor right away. That seems really good. We're gonna end out here because we want to get that 2-2 buff, 5 gold. So yes, we're gonna go ahead and waste the gold and play. So it brings it up to a 10-15. Wonderful. We're just gonna try and make our 8-ball big, basically. We only have 1 life left, so hopefully this doesn't backfire. This guy's got a Crusher. It's kind of spooky. He's got a Sniper that's kind of spooky as well, but the Sniper doesn't affect us because we're not running Snowball. The Crusher does worry me quite a lot, though. The Crusher is a 12-3 at the moment. Oh no, our 8-ball died. Okay, we won, but our 8-ball did die, so we're not gonna have as much gold next turn. That's okay. We just gotta be careful not to spend below 5. We basically have 1 buy that we can take. And sell the medic, bring in the Sapper, and then, oh, we got 2 buys because we sold the medic. Okay, cool. And then we're gonna buy the ball sharpener probably for the 8-ball. To be honest, he's just kind of our carry at this point. He's a 14-17. Pretty good. Pretty good. We gotta get him up to a 20-20 to get that achievement, though. That's the main goal. Okay, we're looking pretty good here. That's a 17 health snowball, but I think we're gonna be fine. The 8-ball died again, unfortunately, but everything else lived and we won it. That's all that really matters. All right. We can buy one thing. Zapper's good if we have high health units. We don't really have any high health units. Still not bad per se. We can throw it on like the spiker. And we have 2 rolls. We can freeze anything we see that we want. Yeah, I mean, I guess we could give the healer self-heals next turn. It's not terrible. Or actually, yeah, level up the spiker next turn would be good too. I think that's all we got, really. Go and buff up our 8-ball. Oh, it's a 15-15. Yay, we got the achievement. Go us. I'm so proud. That should be okay here. Sapper breaks some equipment. Okay. Lots of spike damage. 8-ball, please live. Wonderful. We really want that 8-ball to live. It gives us a lot more freedom to roll and look for things. I think we might actually have our first win here. Let's go ahead and give healing to him. Let's go ahead and level up him. And then we can give you more health. Oh, we got 2 rolls to play with. I wish I knew what the pickle did. On buy, replace the shop's inventory with pickles. So I don't know if that's worth giving up anything else that I have is the thing. I kind of want to know what the pickles are. We're going to save it. I'm going to do it next turn and probably get rid of the sapper. We'll see. It's just so tempting. I feel like I just have to know what they are. Grabbing another hyperdriver seems like a really solid idea. Okay. We'll see how this goes. Hopefully we live to be able to see the pickles. We're at 6 wins. This is our record. People are going to be getting very strong at this point in the game. Okay, we can destroy 2 things. They have a very similar build to what we have, with their 8-ball being very strong as well. Their medic is definitely helping them. My medic didn't do anything for me. We are going to win if we can take out the split balls. If we hit the 8-ball before we hit the split balls, we lose. So it's just a game of RNG at this point. Okay, good. Oh, wait, we actually win even with hitting the 8-ball first. All right, cool. Go us. Our 8-ball is so strong. Okay. Pickle time. Before we pickle, let's hyperdrive the spiker instead of lightning. And let's pickle it. Show me what you got. Okay, they're 1 gold a piece. We can buy 6 of them. There are 6 of them. Health, 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 and this is attack damage. Oh, that's cool. Okay. I dig it. I dig it. I actually think I'm going to juice up the spiker as much as we can here. Because every time he takes damage, he just shoots balls that do a lot of damage. So I think that's probably worth it. Okay, cool. Probably worth giving up the artifact zapper. We're definitely going to put it back in next round if we can. But we'll see. See how it goes. All right, so what does that jellyfish do? Passively convert 0.5 healing per second into 1 damage a second. Okay, so it saps his health to give him strength Interesting. Gotcha Ball just randomly swaps in from something from a shop. Turns into a 2-star. Splitter, Necromancer, Trainer. Interesting. Okay. So Trainer combined with the summon. What just happened? He has so many units on the board. Splitter spawned, died. Necromancer spawned in more things. Oh, this is a loss. That Necromancer build is spooky. Oh my god. Alright, Necromancers are scary, it turns out. It's unfortunate. We had a really good build going. We got up to 7 wins? 6 or 7 wins? Pretty good. 7 out of 8. We're 1 away from a win. That was a scary Necro build. I think if I had not put the Pickleball in, if I kept the Zapper, we might have been able to win that because it would have taken out his items. Even still, though, I think it would have been pretty close. All right, I mean, I'm happy with that. That was a fun one. Let's try another. See if we get lucky. 8-Ball definitely seems like it's a strategy that has lots of promise. So let's do that. An early pickle. That's actually really lucky. Okay. I don't think we're gonna actually win here, unfortunately. If our 8-Ball could survive, that'd be great, because then we could have extra gold to buy pickles with and kind of snowball the early game, but I'm pretty sure that we do lose here, unfortunately. Especially if our Martyr is the last to die like he's been doing every time I've tried to take him lately. Okay, he wasn't the last to die, so that's good. We should win this. Just barely. Right, 8-Ball wins. Good start. We're gonna be able to buff up the 8-Ball like crazy, so that's great. Let's combine it straight off the bat. I'm gonna sell the Martyr. Buy a Crystal Ball, sell a Crystal Ball. Buy a Crystal Ball, sell a Crystal Ball. Buy a Pickle. Buy extra health. Refresh. There's another Pickle, another Crystal Ball. Healer. We probably won't be able to do the healer because we're going to pickle it. So interesting, the pickle star level scales how many pickles it gives you. That's good to know. Okay. Another crystal ball. Okay, cool. So we're going to make our 8-Ball pretty big. We might lose a couple rounds here, but then we should stabilize pretty quickly. Let's go ahead and speed through this because I'm pretty sure we're going to lose. Our 8-Ball is somewhat beefy, but not beefy enough. Pretty close, though. 3 losses left. That's fine. We have to win 8, lose 4. So that's, you have to have a pretty good win ratio to actually win. Buy, sell, buy. Oh. Sell the pickle. Sell. Misplayed that a little bit. Buy. Sell. Health. Health. Can't freeze? What? I got robbed. We have 412 8-Ball on round 3. Can our 412 8-Ball fight his entire team? The answer to that is no. But it'll be funny to watch it try. Alright. We're getting baited by the pickles a little bit, I feel like. Consolation prize. Wonderful. Okay. Alright, so we've got a splitter. Summons 2 1/2s on death. So that's the kind of route that we are going to attempt to go here. If we can. Or we could go like a healing route. Actually, I like the healing route a little better. Yeah, I think so. All right. Cool. That is a lot of power right there. A couple healers, snowball, and a lot of economy investment. Unfortunate. All right, we have to stabilize now because we're almost dead. Hopefully it's enough. We're still down a unit. We'll see. Hopefully that is enough to stabilize. This guy doesn't look too scary. Alright, we got an 8-ball and a split unit. Heals from the medic came in key. Right on. The medic actually did work there. Our 8-ball is getting large and in charge. There's another 8-ball unit we could throw in play, but I don't think that's the way to go. I'm gonna buy the pickle. And then we're just gonna make that 8-ball even scarier. 1422. Nice. I'll take it. See if the 8-ball can clean up whatever everything else doesn't take out. That's a 3-star 11-8 snowball. Might give us some problems. All right, cool. We are doing good. We only have 1 life left, so we don't really have much room for error here. But that said, I think we're doing okay. Just gonna give some extra oomph on him at the beginning. Let's just go and replace that with a better version of himself. Sniper does what? It takes care of snowballs. Tier 3. For every 2 attack damage or health an enemy gains during a battle, shoot a homing spike at it. Oh, so it actually takes care of the buff bots too. Okay. It's pretty solid. Let's see what else we can get here. We can star up our 8-ball. Or star up our splitter. I don't think we need to star up the splitter because we can just find those. Oh, no, actually, let's star it up right now. And then buy this one and double star it up. We'll lock the sniper for next round. Is sniper better? Or honestly, I feel like the sapper is better than the sniper. Just breaking those equipment items on the enemy team can really mess up a build. So I think that's actually the better play here. We have so many different things that we want out of the shop right now. It's kind of crazy. All right. Our 1422 Magic 8 Ball is ready to play. We need to get the growing every turn thing again, though. Wait, this guy is running a Necromancer build, very similar to the build that destroyed us last time. So we'll see how this goes. Hopefully all the random heals that are just scattered throughout the map are enough to keep up our Super 8 Ball. Let's go ahead and speed that up. Nice. Nice. All right. Super 8 Ball for the win. I think we solved the game. Okay, so we can start up again. So we could start up the leech and then hit it with a cloud in a jar, or we could just start up our 8 Ball. Let's go ahead and clout up the leech, because I think the leech could be really strong if we can get it leveled. And then we're gonna start up the 8 Ball this way instead. And we'll spinach this. We're gonna sell the sniper in favor of the sapper. And then I think we're gonna lock in Overcharger, because I really like that, and I think that would go amazing on leech. And then we're gonna lock in Hyperdrive, because that's obviously gonna go on our 8 Ball. And I think we're good. Okay, let's play it. This one is really good. They don't have any items, so the sapper didn't really do much, but regardless, we are very strong. He is very strong as well, though. Let's see how this goes. All right. Let's say if he could do enough just drive-bys and just slowly leech off of our 8 Ball, he could have won there. All right. Overcharger goes on the leecher. So now he leeches and zaps. Hyperdrive goes on the 8 Ball. I'm going to sell the sapper in order to buy 2 8 Balls to make a 4-star 8 Ball. Now we get 7 if he survives, and he's even bigger than he was before. Unfortunately, we can't take advantage of the Hyperdrive this turn because I don't feel like risking running 1 ball down. So what I think we do instead is we grab the buff and we throw it on something. Probably throw it on the 8 Ball. Or we could grab the ninja. Could be good too. I think the buff is probably the play though. And just buff up the 8 Ball further. Alright, so we can grab a damage reduction on the medic. More damage on like the 8 Ball or something. That's fine. And then I don't think we have a play for the pickle. Oh, we can play for the pickle actually. Because we can sell the buff unit, play the pickle, apply the other buffs, apply the other pickles down to 5 gold. That sounds like a good plan. If we can live another round, that is. There's a rank up for our medic as well. Okay. Next round should be pretty good if we can live through this round. We got our 4-star Super 8 Ball. Hopefully it's enough. This guy's got a Super Snowball. Very similar strategy he's playing. Looks like he has a Mobilize or 8 Ball. Okay, we're still doing okay though. Our 8 Ball's in play. He's got 28 health on that Snowball. That's crazy. That is actually kind of crazy. I think we actually lose this, unfortunately. Yeah. That's... Oh! Oh! It's a tie. Oh my god, that was so lucky. Oh, Bogsworth, you beast. Okay. So, our 8 Ball didn't live, so we don't get that much gold, unfortunately. So we can't really play the pickle then. But we can level up the medic. And I think we have to sacrifice the hyperdrive for the sake of stabilization. He's just gonna lose the 2 health he would have gained because he's still gonna get the 2 attack damage. Because we need to get this armor plating on our medic. The buffer could actually buff up the medic's damage instead. Yeah, because the medic has 8 health. Or actually buff up the leech damage. Sure. Because this guy has enough damage, he doesn't need more. Getting one of these guys to hit a little bit harder is probably good. Alright, there's the clout, another overdrive. Wow. And a commando. That's much better than the buffer. If we can live one more round. Hopefully our 8-ball survives and we win. And then we can buy all those things and be strong next turn. The guy's got a 13-17 3-star leecher, though. It's pretty... What the heck was that? I don't even know what that was. Whatever it was spooky. I don't know what that was. We won though. I guess that's all that matters. Question mark. Okay. So overdrive goes on commando. Sell that. Buy commando. Buy hyperdrive. We can actually buy the clout in a jar and put it on the commando probably. I think that's pretty good. We can roll once and buy another buff item. Okay. I think we put more health on something. Not sure if that more health what that more health goes on. I think it goes on the commando because he scales as other things die. So that seems good. All right. Sacrifice some gold in the sake of raw permanent power upgrades. We should win this. What's that item? Travel in the opposite direction. That's fine. You have a hyperdrive on you. You have a necromancer thing. You have the zapper. And you also have a hyperdrive. Okay, so he's trying to scale right now. We are much, much stronger than he is. Cool. Not much stronger. Just a little bit stronger, turns out. I thought we were a lot stronger. One more win to go. All right. We have to win here and now. Okay. We've got plays. We've got plays. Cloud in a jar. Cloud in a jar. Roll. Okay. Roll. Cloud in a jar. Or do we roll? I think we cloud in a jar again. Let's just get our leecher up to 3 stars. We can do one more roll. None of those things are worth grabbing. Let's just go and take our overdrive level ups. And hopefully that's enough to win. This is our last life and our last win. Let's get it. We got a spooky grenade up front to start. We'll actually be fine. It hurts a bit, but it doesn't destroy us by any means. Commando is off and rolling. That's a scary guy. All right, 8 ball. And there's the win. Beautiful. Our one leftover unit. There's our first win. Wonderful. We're like, what, 10, 8, 9, 10 games in, something like that. Yep, we found the secret sauce. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this first look at this new game, Super Auto Balls. I'll definitely be playing it here and there in my spare time because it's an easy game to just pick up and roll. But it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I played 10 games now. I really enjoy it. Hopefully you guys do as well. Make sure you like, favorite, share, subscribe. Follow us on Twitch if you're not already following us on Twitch. Join us for some live streams. Follow us on YouTube if you're not already following us there. Subscribe there so you can see videos. And we will see you guys next time. Bye, y'all.